All right, everyone. Good afternoon. Good morning if you're out west. My name is Kyle Ausler. I am an account manager and product specialist here at 888 VoIP. Appreciate everyone making time in their day today to meet with us and hear what we have to say to review Yealink's DECT solutions as we want to share and enlighten all on the new revision and additions to the DECT solution portfolio from Yealink. So just a bit of housekeeping here. We're going to have a Q&A session at the end of today's webinar. I hope to get this done in about a half hour. It's not a lot of content. It's just about 15 slides or so. So I do want to make sure that if anyone does have any questions, feel free to shoot them to me. There's a chat area and function supported here with the GoToWebinar platform we're using. So if anything comes to mind, by all means, shoot the question over to me. Might not get to it until the end, but again, just want to lay that out there. So we'll go ahead and get started. Hopefully get this done in the next half hour. Again, appreciate everyone making time today to join us. So just a quick look at our agenda. Really not a lot to get into aside from the solutions that we're going to cover today. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Yealink and 888 VoIP, we'll just touch on who we are and who they are, how our roles in the channel equate to what you guys do today as integrators and resellers. And then I want to touch on at the end some new programs and promotions that Yealink has available to the channel. There's actually about 4 different promotions that are currently live from Yealink that different partners can take advantage of based upon certain opportunities or how you guys go to market and are modeled. So want to make sure everyone's up to date on that information as well. And so we have a full understanding of where Yealink is positioned in the channel today, help you guys take advantage of any discounts or promos that might be available to you to try and win more and more business and try and sell more Yealink phones. So we'll go ahead and get started. For those of you who aren't aware who 888 VoIP is or new to 888 VoIP, we are a value-added distributor. We've been in business for about 10 years now, a little organization. So that we can for our part of the market for channels to get products here for us to do it as quickly as possible. So I want to touch on who Yealink is. Yealink is a point of manufacturing and business for 6 years. China is the U.S. sure. Keep that in mind as you take a look at the products today and as you consider Yealink in the future. Just to echo that last slide, they do have relationships, like I said, globally with some recognizable names within the world as well. So over their 16-year period, they've certainly seen more and more adoption. You don't become the number 2 SIP phone manufacturer in the world without having some recognizable enterprises use your products and believe in your products. And so, as you can see, there's plenty of recognizable names here on this list. The list is ever growing and will continue to grow, in my opinion, going forward. A couple testimonials from some U.S. users that are partners of ours. Long story short, Yealink builds quality products at an affordable price, and they stand by the quality with the manufacturer support and warranties, as well as with their distributors. They've won awards over the years since 2012 until now, year over year, for innovation and quality and price. And they continue to roll out more new products that are going to compete in the space, continue to compete for awards, earn awards, and name or earn recognition going forward. So not only from the manufacturing side are they beating the drum of a high quality product, but our customers and our end users and our resellers are also echoing the same sentiments in the fact that this is a great product. It's very flexible, it's very affordable, and it works. At the end of the day, it works, and that's what the end users are looking for, the best value for their investment that allows them to do what they do day in and day out. So with that said, let's take a quick breather here. We're going to now transition into looking at the new DECT or DECT solution ecosystem from Yealink. For those of you who are not familiar with the DECT phone solutions, this is the 3rd iteration or 3rd revision of Yealink's wireless phone, starting with the W52P, which is still in the family, but we've now seen another addition, as we'll see, to this ecosystem. So we're going to review the whole solution and touch on the individual models that make up the ecosystem overall. All right, so starting off, we're going to take a look at a high level of what makes up the DECT solution. First and foremost, we have the base unit. Yealink's base unit is a new model. It's called the W60B, as in Bravo. That base unit is going to support up to 8 individual handset registrations and will work with the various endpoints that we're going to discuss here going forward. But this base is DECT. It has a range of up to, ideally, 50 meters or so, about 300 feet indoors. And then if we're talking about a warehouse environment or an outdoor type environment, we're talking about 300 meters or approximately 1,000 feet, give or take. The handsets that make up the ecosystem, there's now 3 of them. There's the 52H, which was one of the first gen products for Yealink and their IP phones, or their wireless IP phones. The next is the W56H, that's the 2nd gen wireless phone that was released earlier this year. And the new addition to the family is the T46, or what will be the W41P, which is a desk phone, and it's the same version of the T41S that we're used to, or the T41P that we've been used to working with. But now it is enabled to support DECT technology, and we'll talk about how it does that here in a moment. And then the 3rd version of the repeater, we're on to the RT30 now, allows you to extend the base coverage range of the W60P. So we're going to talk really about the potential target opportunities for this application, being now that we have both desk phones and wireless phones, or handsets, I should say, available to us, and where we've seen some traction recently. So the SMB and retail space has traditionally been a great adopter of this type of solution. But what we've seen more and more recently is the adoption of this technology by hospitals or retirement communities where we don't have a lot of network drops or Cat 5 or or 6 drops available to connect desk phones or different types of traditional IP phones. Also, if we're seeing customers request Wi-Fi based phones, the cost of that type of solution still is relatively high. It's not necessarily a very stable solution just yet when it comes to doing VoIP over a Wi-Fi environment. So with DECT technology in particular, it's a frequency built and designed for use in an audio environment. It's designed for use as a telephony-based solution. So what we can do with this type of phone is give you that flexibility to adapt to the different types of environments that you're connecting to. Give me one moment.
All right, so with the HD audio, I want to touch upon that here real quick. All these devices and the base units, they support the use of an HD audio. The standard voice codecs, Yealink 711, 722, and for certain endpoints, Opus are supported on these devices. So not only with this type of DECT technology where you have a frequency dedicated for use as an audio frequency, you also have support from the endpoint side for the most advanced high quality audio codecs that are in use. All the phones, the wireless phones, have color screens. They allow for user operation both before and during calls to access multiple lines or directory contacts. The W56 in particular, as we'll see, has some quick charging capabilities. And with the RT30, it allows the user to expand the coverage of the W60B base stations. So there's some standard features across the board here for this solution that allows it to go to market strong, allows you to target it for different use case scenarios with different types of customers. Okay, so let's take a quick look here at the W41P. We're going to transition now into the individual endpoints that connect to the base units. So the 41P, as mentioned before, is a revision of the T41P, or excuse me, 41S. Now, this phone is enabled by way of a firmware update in the addition of a DECT dongle, the USB dongle that plugs into the back of the phone, that allows it to become a DECT-enabled endpoint that registers to the W60B. The phone itself, it is the same exact phone as what we've seen with the T41S. So it has 6 programmable line keys with an LED indicator for busy, like BLF. There's also the support for the Opus G711, G722 codecs, and it's DD10K is the USB adapter that plugs it into the back of this phone. We'll see how it does that and what you can do with legacy phones, but essentially what we need here in order to make this phone DECT is a T41S, because it does have the USB port in the back of the phone. So if you do have a previously purchased and deployed T41S, you can enable it as it stands to be registered to the W60P. What you'll need to do is go to support.yealink.com in order to download a special firmware onto the phone that allows the use of the DECT dongle. Secondly, you'll also have to purchase the DD10K dongle. But once those 2 processes are complete, you can plug in the DD10K, boot the phone, and the phone will continue to register and stay registered to the base unit. Now, if you want to transition that phone back to a regular IP phone, you can certainly do so as well. But what you'll need to do is remove the dongle and reboot the phone in order for it to become a standard IP endpoint. So we're going to take a look here at the W60P. This is a replacement for the W56P. And really the difference here is the base unit. It's that W60B base that we mentioned at the top of the presentation. The handset is still a W56H, still has the color screen, quick chargeability, and quick or long talk time, but the base unit itself is new. So that base unit is going to support up to 8 handset registrations, 8 SIP accounts, up to 8 concurrent calls as well. And then you have the capabilities of the W56P meshed in with that base unit, such as the quick charge, the standby time, and the talk time features. The W52P is still going to be available in the ecosystem. If you guys have been working with Yealink for a while, you'll be very familiar with this phone. The base itself is not going to go away either. So if you have a opportunity where you potentially need a lower cost option because of the 52P now being a secondary option for DECT solutions, we can take a look at the W52P. The original base unit is still staying as well, but if you wanted to use a W52H, which is just the handset, with a W60B base, which is base unit, you can do what. So you have the flexibility to use legacy or purchase handset with mounting in. That's going to be the small screen. The unit itself supports the version and the set take two registrations. Part PD. So real review of the part that before I get into the programs, so are there any questions of hardware in and of itself? I see that there's some audio issues at the top of the presentation, so I apologize for that. However, maybe have questions on hardware before we get included with the phone. So there is a program right now where you can buy 3 DECT products, be it a W56, W52, what have you, and you'll get a DD10K for free. However, if you were to purchase a W41P, that is the T41P enabled to support DECT, that is the package, and that will come with a DD10K adapter. Otherwise, if you have existing T41P phones, or I'm sorry, T41S phones, you'll need to purchase that dongle separately. Another question came through. So the DECT desk phone, does it only need a power supply to connect? That is, yes, the case. So in an environment maybe where we don't have a lot of network drops or don't want to do additional cable runs, but still want to use IP phones, we can use the desk phone T41S. All we need is a power connection, be it a PoE through a PoE injector or through just the AC adapter, and then we can register the phone itself to the W60B base unit and then be part of the PBX ecosystem. Question came through is, are the cases hardened for the phones? There is a phone case cover for the the W56H handset. It's not super rugged, to be completely honest with you, but it is a cover. It's rubber. It does go on the outside. It is not super thick, but it does prevent some dust and water and other materials from getting down into the phone. But it's not a drop-proof case. It's not going to keep it safe from any sort of falls or anything like that. All right, so the question came in, is the dongle only usable for one phone? So for the time being, the T41S and the T42S are going to be the initial phones that Yealink wants to bring to market that will work with the DD10K. Right now, it's just the